welcome to my studio tour. There's probably gonna be a cricket going the whole time we were filming. That brings us to point number one. This used to be my bedroom. This also used to be the garage, and it was converted into a bedroom for me when we had a billion people living here. There's a lot that I share this room with, including the crickets. This is also the laundry room. This is also where I feed the cats and where my husband stores some of his scuba diving materials because he is a professional scuba diver for oysters. I mean, it is a little Jimmy rigged. There are a lot of leaks in here. Right now it kind of smells like a dying rodent because we have a backed up pipe that has been spewing out water. So that's the reality of my studio life, but I am extremely fortunate with this space. So this is my general workstation. I also have my lights. This is where I keep all of my most essential tools, the things I use all the time. Number one, my palette. I have a razor blade that I use for scraping it. Oh, I don't have any good leverage. The other tool I am quite fond of that I use with my palette is my palette knife. I use this for all of my mixing. It's quite flexible. I also have this, which I just think we got from a thrift store. Most of my easels. I have another larger easel in my other room, which is more of my like showcasey room that I use for filming and for putting my paintings on display. Basically, I just have a third one of my lights in there. I have my taller easel that I paint on, and I also have my painting storage in there. A great way if you're thinking of minimizing your studio to minimize your painting storage, find places to display your work. I have paintings that go up at my brother-in-law's restaurant, which helps with my painting storage, and it helps things sell too. If you're having a hard time figuring out where to store your paintings, get it out there into the world. Put it out for people to see. Go around to restaurants and ask them, and people are really willing to help. As far as paintbrushes go, all of my paintbrushes just come from those cheap little packs you can get from Walmart or from a craft store. These tools are something that I use a ton too. Liquid helps speed out my drying time. It also gives a nice viscosity, is that the word, to my paints and makes them thinner. I use it every single time I paint, even if it's just in a small amount, to make my paint move more easily on the canvas or board. The other thing I use is this coil brush cleaner. There's some odorless mineral spirits in a coil. I have a huge collection of paint. It's not very minimalist-esque of me, but it's one of those things where oil paint is really expensive. I'm not gonna get rid of it. I'll probably end up using it eventually, and I got it all for super cheap. I got really lucky. I was browsing around Craigslist in my college town, and there was a girl who was she just bought all of this paint and paintbrushes, and she was gonna be an art major, and then before she even started the program decided she didn't think it was a good idea for her for whatever reason, and so she posted like over $300 worth of stuff for $50. She had already reduced the price because no one had wanted it, and I just like jumped on that. So in my Q&A, someone asked what are the top 10 paints that I use. Here's our family. Titanium white, sap green, phthalo blue, French ultramarine blue, cadmium yellow. This one's cad yellow pale, but cad yellow regular would probably be just as good or better. Payne's gray, quinacridone magenta, cadmium red, cadmium orange, phthalo yellow green. So those are probably my top 10 that I use, but I also have a few in here that I use sometime less common. I really like burnt sienna, dioxide purple, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, and I don't know where it is, but I also like burnt umber for when I want to get a really dark color. In terms of the type of paints that I use, I like to use Grumbacher and Winsor Newton. I generally get the artist grade paints. Little notes about my setup. Basically, I have a little charger strip right here so I can put my computer charger as well as my battery chargers, and I leave my computer right there on that stool so I can look at my reference images and play different audiobooks or podcasts or YouTube videos while I'm painting. Lately I've been listening to You Are a Badass, and it's really great, self-empowering about how you can change your way of thinking and kind of manifest your dreams in ways that you didn't think were possible before based on fear and based on just the way we're trained to think about responsibilities and money and success and what all of those mean, I really suggest this book. So far it's super good. To the side, that little table is where I store all of my gizmos for computers, my card reader, my external hard drive, and then back over here is where I keep all of my supply storage. So a lot of this is kind of excessive, I'll be honest, and maybe not in tune with minimalism, but in the spirit of minimalism, I am going to announce a giveaway with actually some of the stuff I'm going to show you in here. So on my top area, I basically have things that I don't use, but I think would be very handy if I do choose to vary my studio technique, which is always a possibility. From college, this is my watercolor palette. I have a bunch of Prismacolor markers, Prismacolor colored pencils. Second shelf, I've shown these off before. I love them. Get them from Home Depot. It's particle board. If you're an oil painter, just make sure you coat it with gesso, which is thick white water-based paint, so you can seal it so the oils from your oil paints don't just like seep in and destroy the board. And here is like general craft supplies, a knitting needle, some stuff to hang paintings. I use command strips for my panel paintings, my business card holder for when I do shows. That's about it. Measuring tape, eraser, just random things that are kind of useful but I don't use all the time. Down here I have a bunch of my sketchbook kind of stuff. Number one, what I have in here is this little trashed book that I made when I was an art teacher in elementary school. The kids would throw away some of their pieces and I would save them and then finish them for them. I forgot to show this one in my high school reaction video, but this is my favorite painting probably that I made during high school, and it's painted over a photo. I'll show you like a couple sketches. Back on that wall where my shelf is, I used to have a big painting of a llama with a scarf, so llamas have been kind of a recurring theme. My very last shelf down there is all of my paint storage. This bag right here is going to be my giveaway. I have tons of water-based oil paints in here. And then I also have 2 full bags of just regular oil paints that I'm keeping for storage. So I wanted to say about these paints, if you want to win this, all you have to do is hit the red subscribe button below if you're already subscribed. That totally works. And the second part is I just want you to comment below with something about yourself as an artist, or you wanting to get into art, or what your passions are for art, how these might help you in some way with your artistic pursuits, and I'm going to choose who I think would benefit from these. I just wanted to do this as a big thank you for helping me pass 1,000 subscribers. Giving things away really invites positive things back to you, and the more you give, the more you receive kind of thing. I just think that's a really beautiful idea, and I've been given so much. So if you are interested in sharpening up some of your oil skills or learning, these are a good segue. They're water mixable, so you don't need all of the solvents and chemicals that I use in my studio. You can just mix them with water. So this is a perfect learning opportunity for someone. I hope that you will comment down below and subscribe, and just tell me about yourself in some way so that I can pick who I think would really benefit from these the most. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my studio tour. I don't know if it's what you'd call minimalist or not, but it does really like give me good creative flow. It's not crowded. I have the stuff that I really need right next to me, and I make sure that I try to be particular about the stuff that I do keep in storage. And I think minimalism is just that process of like narrowing down what are the things you really care about and need that are amplifying your life, or helping you be more creative, or like allowing you to be more creative, and getting rid of the clutter that's unnecessary. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did and you want to see more of my content, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I put out mainly art related videos, some comedy sketches relating to art, and some different vlog things so you can learn about me and my life. And I think I really want to start talking more on this channel about empowering yourself. I have done that in some of my videos, but empowering yourself to live your dream life and to be the creative person that you want to, and to take risks and not be so afraid. Because really, like, you can make your life whatever you want it to be. And what's the purpose of this life if not to make ourselves completely happy and find our joys and passions and share them with other people and be the kind of person we want to be. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was so good seeing you again. I hope you'll join us and subscribe to my channel and enter this giveaway and comment down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.